All right, we are here with Jonathon Sutton out of Pasquotank County. Uh, Jonathan, how many kids did you bring up to the NATO clinic today?
We brought four kids to the NATO clinic. We was looking to bring a few more, but things happen. Closer it gets to time, kids start backing out. But I understand it's how it's always been. But yeah, we brought four, and they hopefully they got the work that they needed.
So now you were a monster at Northeastern. You were state runner-up and a three-time regional champ. And what what made you want to come back and give to the sport after you got done?
Wrestling is what has made me who I am today. Like wrestling is why I'm able to, live the life I live, through God, faith, and wrestling. That's how I kind of roll with my life. And wrestling's contributed so much to my mental state and be able to handle the pressures of the world, work life, family life, those kind of things. I think Dan Gable always says it best, and it sounds really cliche, but it's actually really the truth. It's more so once you've wrestled, everything else in life is easy, and I can truly say that is a 100% true statement. And once you've wrestled and put in the grind for so long, when life hits you, it doesn't consume you enough. Through God, faith, and family, it just I don't know. It's just contributed so much to my life, and so I try to take what I've learned and what I've been able to accomplish in wrestling and pour it into other kids and other, not just kids, even parents sometimes, who they might not wrestle, but their kids do, so they kind of just adjusting on the fly along with their kids. So wrestling's made me who I am today. So I try to take this element of the sport and pour it into kids with technique, love, and just a few different things that will help hopefully inspire their lives.
You had some brothers that wrestled. Were you the youngest, oldest? Were you in the middle?
I'm the youngest of the Mohicans.
Okay.
I'm the youngest of 11.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I had seven brothers and three sisters.
Did all eight
All
of
the
you?
boys
All
wrestled.
the boys wrestled.
My dad wrestled. Dad wrestled at Lucille State University years ago. So before they dropped their program, So then we all kind of picked it up. And then Ernest, Lloyd, Michael, and myself kind of we all wrestled at some point. And then Ernest, or Michael, and myself kind of took it to the next level.
Did you? How many holes in the wall or pieces of furniture did you guys break?
A
break?
whole lot, a whole lot. And it got worse when Michael and I were in high school, and Ernest and Lloyd were out of school because they were like our coaches. So it's like, oh, come on. So yeah, it was. But I would say, if I had to throw a question at myself here, what made me better was really Michael, because I wrestled with Michael for 2 years in high school, and he literally pounded me for my freshman and sophomore year. So I'm talking about on the mat, crying, sweat, tears, and everybody's just looking around like, "Are y'all gonna stop this? Are y'all gonna stop this beat down?" Or are y'all gonna... But as much as I didn't like it, I think it made me better throughout high school. So I definitely appreciate that, and wrestling is a lot of reason why as family we're as close as we are.
Was there a day, or you probably remember the day you caught up to Michael, or you took him down for the first time, or do you remember that?
Absolutely. I took Mike is very competitive. If you met Mike now, you think, man, Mike he's never this aggressive guy. So I took Mike down. I never took him down as a freshman. I was just too small. I was only 70 pounds as a freshman. So then I got up to maybe 90, 100 pounds as a sophomore. I took Mike down for the first time. Of course, I couldn't keep him down because I was 3 or 4 weight classes underneath him. So as excited as I was to get that takedown, when he got up, it was murder. It's like it was like I was so happy and hyped up. When he got up, he straight demolished me after that. So it's like, but I definitely kind of we brag about it at like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, things like that. So I brag about I did take you down, and I was 30 pounds smaller than you. So that's a win for me. You supposed to take me down, so that's a win for me.
Tell us a little about the wrestling scene in Elizabeth City, Pasquotank. Tell us a little bit about how it's growing and what's going on in Pasquotank.
So we're doing so I would say I took over the program in 2015. And they only had four wrestlers and things like that, and we kind of took it over and we started our wrestling club, Pasquotank County Wrestling Club, and we got kids involved, and we were getting kids from counties who didn't even have wrestling, Pasquotank County, Pasquotank County, and so it was building, and to the point where we actually Pasquotank actually had the first state champ in 2018, and then schools at that time it was the 20-year history of the school, so it was really cool to be able to be a part of that, and we're just kind of advertising it and getting kids, making it fun, and that's the hardest part about wrestling. It's such a grind that you have to find a way to make it as fun as possible and as appealing as possible, and to keep kids interested, because it's so hard. And before COVID, we were on such a good stretch. So it was very disappointing once COVID came. I mean, we probably had maybe 60 kids in the room at a time, and once COVID hit, we just lost that momentum. And so we're working on kind of getting that back. And I understand some kids are, still, or parents are still kind of cautious about coming back. So I get it. So hopefully we get back to that point. And I'm excited. I'm more focused on club now than high school. So I decided to drop high school for a little bit, with family, with two kids and one on the way. Taking care of home a little bit. But I still do club. I'm still heavily involved. Like I said, we're here at NATO camp. So we're going to get the program back to where it needs to be, and we're going to help Pasquotank Wrestling Club. We're going to help Pasquotank get back on, a dominant mat position like they used to be back in the days of Will Purdue. And help Lorenzo King at Northeastern as well. Try to just get the kids involved. We just want to see the county back to where at a good state.
All right, we really appreciate your time. You got anything else for Carolina Mat News?
Oh man, Carolina's coming, guys. As a state in general, we're coming back. We're gonna be more competitive against these better states, Virginia, Ohio, PA. So don't sleep on us. Shout out to Austin O'Connor for winning North Carolina State Championship, national champion.